But he's not my boyfriend, so it's just weird. But I also like.
You don't know? We're still not done.
But I don't know if I like want that in here yet. Like I think that I just would rather try it outside of here first, and then
I don't mean to be that person, but personally I have a problem with Kayla. Kayla is saying one thing from one side of her mouth and doing exactly the opposite. She will set boundaries for Aaron amongst the girls, and then as soon as she gets to Aaron, whatever he wants, she just gives him. And it's like, make it make sense, make it make sense. She didn't want to be his girlfriend in the villa, but the moment he asked her, she said yes. Okay. And Janea and Kenny are exclusive. Hey, it seems love is blossoming in the villa. Amazing. Anyway, hey there. Thanks for stopping by. It's your girl Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Click the like button. Turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos. And definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Love Island USA, Season 6, Episode 25. I'm really curious to hear what Kane's issues were with the other islanders. I know I heard that he was going in on some of the other islanders. He spoke about the fact that he didn't get along with the producers because he didn't do what they wanted him to do. So I would be very curious for someone, if they have a link to his video, to send it to me, please. Anyway, so Kane is left and everybody's just carrying on like it's any other day. You have Harrison having a conversation with Sierra. Sierra's on cloud 9 because now she doesn't have to face Kane and have any backlash from that because he's left the villa, so she can do whatever she wants with Harrison. I said this before, I'll say this again. Sierra will use any guy and every guy to stay in the villa for as long as she can. She's found her match in Harrison because, in my opinion, Sierra, Harrison, Miguel, and Leah are birds of a feather that should flock together. They are used to just moving from partner to partner to partner. That's the impression that I get. You have Nicole and Kendall sit down for a conversation. Kendall is excited that, Harrison didn't pick Nicole. He's saying he was panicking because every word that Harrison was using was describing Nicole. And it's like, seriously, just because you see her that way doesn't mean everybody else sees her that way. You need to calm down and you need to pacify yourself because you're becoming annoying. He was in his confessional, I came here to find love and I think I found love. And he's giving me the Marco vibes in the sense that he came in, he was looking for someone he thought the public would get him the votes that he wanted. And now he's running with it and he's trying to make us believe that he's falling head over heels in love with Nicole. If he is, then I'm sorry for misjudging him. You have Rob and Daniela sort of sitting by the fire pit. Daniela brings out a different side of Rob that I've never seen with his two other couplings, in the sense that she calms him down and you get to see his empathetic and compassionate side. You get to see him be so attentive to her. So they were having a conversation and she was telling him that, Sierra and Harrison are the posher couple and we are the couple on the farm. And it's like, well, you're training to be a vet, so it makes sense. They look cute together. I like them together. You have Leah and Miguel. Miguel is the only person who actually spoke about Kane, and he was saying something to the effect that Kane was a man who marched to the beat of his own drum and he didn't care about people's opinions and, he didn't care about what he said. And it's like, well, there are some English people that are very outspoken that you have to sort of question, like, please take a breath and take a moment to reflect before you speak next time. You have Janea and Kenny. I like Janea, but Kenny, I'm not sure. I like him as a person, but I'm not sure whether he's the right guy for her. I keep saying this and I'll continue to say this. I know people don't want to hear it, but when they're talking, he says, you'll have to teach me to cook. You'll have to. And it's like, Janelle shouldn't be your institute. You shouldn't be a learning ground on her. You should come there prepared with something so that the two of you can align. It shouldn't be her having to teach you every single thing. And this is why I said she needs someone who's emotionally intelligent to match her vibe, and someone who's a bit more mature in age, who has life experience to match her own life experience. Otherwise, at some point, she's going to get tired. She's going to get burnt out because she's constantly going to be pouring into him and he's not going to be able to do the same, and that's going to lead to struggle. You have all the islanders get ready for the night. Kayla's already moved on from movie night. She's already shouting with Aaron, and I think they were actually having sex in the bedroom with everybody else, and it's like, oh my god. And Harrison was happy because, as soon as he got into bed, they were making out with Sierra. This is his jam. This is what he likes. If we all remember on his season, once he coupled up with Emily and he could get away with whatever he wanted, he was a happy bunny. So I don't know. Anyway, all the islanders go to sleep. In the morning they have a debrief, but it's hidden in couple time, in the sense that first the guys bring the girls breakfast, and you know how I feel about the guys always being the one to do the breakfast and the coffees, and the girls don't get to do anything for the guys. But anyway, let's move on. So you have, Janaea take Kenny up to Saltires for a chat, and they're sort of talking about going on a date once they leave the villa and meeting the family and stuff. And it's like, I don't know. It seems like this is producer driven, because this is what every other couple is talking about. So it seems like it's producer driven. They're trying to sort of round up the show and come to the end. So they're trying to get the couples to sort of talk about life after they leave the villa. And I like that Kenny and Janaea are cute. But still, I will continue to say that there is the maturity aspect that I think is lacking in this couple. But then that's just me. You have Harrison make a breakfast for Sierra. Sierra's excited because we all know she nearly threw a fit the first day when Miguel took long to make her breakfast. And they're just having a conversation about piercings and stuff. And it's like, okay. And Serena and Cordell, I think Serena is not feeling well. She doesn't look like she's feeling well because she was the last person out to get out of bed. And so they're having a conversation about the outside world and meeting family members and sort of, how things are going to go. Obviously, Cordell knows he'll have to answer for his time in Casa and what he did. And he sort of implied that Serena might have problems with his sisters in regards to how she reacted after Casa. I would have a problem with that, but that's not me. Although they seem cute and they seem to be in a good space, Serena seems somehow tuned out. I think she's not feeling well. You have the girls. So you have Kayla, Daniela, and Nicole having a conversation. And Rob and Aaron are having a conversation as well. Rob and Aaron are planning this, grand gesture for Kayla, whereby Aaron is asking her to be his girlfriend. And it's like, please. You have a lot more issues to worry about than you worrying about her being your girlfriend. That should be the least of your worries. You should be apologizing. You should be making amends for everything that you did, including what happened on movie night. You shouldn't be focused on asking her to be your girlfriend. Meanwhile, Kayla is actually speaking to the girls and telling them that she doesn't want him to ask her to be his girlfriend in the villa. She wants them to leave the villa, see if they can actually work outside the villa, and then he can ask her to be his girlfriend. They spoke about meeting the family, and it's like, I hope somebody tells him, because him and Rob are going full steam ahead on this date, and yet she is iffy. So it's going to be sad if she says no after he makes that grand gesture. But knowing Kayla, she comes across as a people pleaser, so I wouldn't be surprised if she says yes to him asking her to be his girlfriend. They receive a text message to say that there's going to be a challenge. They're going to play games, and it's like, oh, here we go again. I know Peacock are trying to promote the Olympics, but this sports day was... It was nothing really. There was nothing stand out about it. It was interesting at some points, but most of it was annoying. Anyway, so you had two teams. There was the pink team and the gold team. The pink team was Janaea, Kenny, Rob, Daniela, Nicole, Kendall, Sierra, and Harrison. And the gold team was Kayla, Aaron, Sierra, Cordell, Leah, and Miguel. And what do I think? The challenges were interesting. They were interesting because you had teams compete. So you had couples compete head to head. So you had, the first one was a show pony performance. So you had Janaea with Kenny and Cordell and Sierra competing as couples. And do I think Janaea and Kenny had a chance? No, they didn't. It seems like Cordell and Serena are more physically fit. Apparently, Serena was a cheerleader and she also was into athletics. So there was no doubt that they were going to win. And they won it easily because they won it by 50 points and Janaea and Kenny had 20 points. Then the next couple were sort of running on the mat. And it was two teams. It was Rob and Daniela going head to head with Aaron and Kayla. And it seems like Kayla was in athletics as well, because Rob and Daniela got 200 points and Aaron and Kayla won 300 points. And then the next one was the rowing. Oh, this one is where things went south. Because Nicole had already stated that she was very competitive, so she was going to win it. No, before that, there was the one whereby they were all sitting in balloons and sort of they had their heads popping out and someone would be throwing targets at them. And whoever they took out would be the winner. And so what was going to happen was those at the back with the highest points and then those in the front with the least points. So it was Harrison and Sierra going head to head with Serena and Leah. And Harrison is very competitive, so he was trying to go for the back ones, which were the highest points. So he kept going for Serena, and Serena got angry. Although sometimes he was missing, it was interesting that Sierra actually got more scores for them than, he did. So they ended up winning 160 points, and you had Sierra and Leah. They won 120 points. They tried their best. They were now aiming for Harrison because Serena was feeling some type of way because she felt like he had targeted her, and it's like, well, you've been told that's the highest point, so what can you do? And the last one was a rowing. So you had Kendall and Nicole in one boat, and then Leah and Miguel in the other boat. And oh my god, this is where communication came into play and teamwork, and they did terribly. Miguel and Leah, at one point they were going in the opposite direction, and it's like, oh my god, this is terrible. So you had Nicole and Kendall, able to retrieve the torch and light it up first, so their team won. And when they won, the fact that Nicole was saying, oh, I feel like an Olympic, and it's like, girl, everybody else just kept quiet, but it was like, girl, that's a bit too extra. You need to shush it. It's becoming a bit cringe. Their team won, so the pink team won the sports day. The gold team weren't happy. They were happy that they were, in good sports when they were competing, but they weren't happy that they lost. And it's like, oh my god, this is a bit too much. Everybody gets ready for the night, and then you have Aaron and Rob prepare everything for the, for the girlfriend proposal. Kayla had been saying she doesn't want to be his girlfriend inside the villa, and yet she just crumbled as soon as he asked her. And it's like, the problem with this relationship is it's one-sided, and Kayla is just crumpling at anything Aaron wants just because she likes him that much. I don't think he likes as much as he's making out. I think Aaron is a game player. If he was able to win Traitors, he's going to win this. There's no doubt about it, because he's going to play the character until he gets what he wants, because at the end of the day, he came to win, and he's not going to stop until he wins. And it's like, girl, stand on business. If you say, I want us to date outside in the real world and see if we work, then do that. Don't say that. And then when he says to you, I want you to be my girlfriend, you crumble, because you're going against your own sort of policy or whatever you've decided you're going to set out for yourself. So make it make sense. So you have Janaea and Kenny go to the dock. They're having a conversation about, Kenny's family meeting her, and he then asks her to be his girlfriend. And I think it's cute, but I think this episode is too coordinated. Why is everybody becoming exclusive, asking people to be girlfriends all on the same day? The producers are doing too much. They're doing too much. I wish they would allow things to happen naturally. I wish there wasn't sort of like this competition to have everybody sort of hit these milestones at the same time. It's not necessary. Once they come back, they tell everybody's excited. Then they find out that Aaron and Kayla are boyfriend and girlfriend. And it's like, okay. All right, it is what it is. I don't know what to say about these relationships, because personally, I don't see a genuine connection in all the couples at this point, given everything that's transpired. So it is what it is. Anyway, while they're in the kitchen celebrating, you then have Kenny receive a message to say that the hideaway is open, and everybody immediately calls for Kayla and Aaron to go to the hideaway. But then it's revealed that the pink team have to decide which member from their team can go to the hideaway. And because Janaea and Kenny have just closed things off, they are nominated to go to the hideaway. They're excited, they're ecstatic. So Janaea gets ready, Kenny gets ready, and she looks amazing. She does look amazing. And they go to the hideaway. I don't know. I don't think they should have gone to the hideaway, especially if she's going to meet his family and stuff. I don't think it's good for them to be doing some of the things that, like the twerking she was doing and stuff, because the mom might not see it in a good light, but that's just me. I'm being snobbish. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and click the link in my video to watch my review from episode 24. Bye guys.